of course there's going to be a lot of questions, a lot of yes. So there's going to be a lot of questions like assignments, projects, right? It's just so it's all about determination. You don't need any prior knowledge to become a data, let me say, a tech person. And just amazing thing about this is that you don't
Sorry,
need.
sis. I'm going to cut you here, and I want us to take this again because it looked like the stream kind of cut off. So let's start from the so the people that were not that didn't get that part would get it. Okay, so I just wanted to introduce yourself again. I'm so sorry, just
I
for like
understand.
2 minutes, give us a brief introduction of who Chinyere Chukwuka is. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. My name is Chinyere Chukwuka, and I am the founder of Amdor Analytics. Okay, as the founder of Amdor Analytics, I personally have trained over 5,000 participants. I've helped them to transition into tech. I have over 7 years experience as a data scientist and data analyst. All right, that's just it about myself.
Wow,
So
that's so much of an experience.
thank you
And you
very
don't
much.
look it, you look very young. You don't look it. You look very unassuming. That's great. I
Thank
I
you for
applaud you for that. That's great. So a lot of our my audience or my subscribers, I'm sure they are wondering, what are they going to is this something that anybody can do? Can anybody just wake up and say, I want to go to tech, I want to stop doing economics, I want to stop being a finance person, I want to do tech? Can anyone from any background just jump into tech?
Yes, anybody from any background can become a tech professional. Just like I said, it's just about determination. I want to be determined to become a data scientist. You can become a data scientist in a space of time. It's just about determination. So there is not really any technical background before transitioning into tech. I studied economics, and today I am in tech, right? So I've seen a lot of people that even study something. Okay, we have these three students of ours, the alumni, and they are practicing lawyers in Nigeria, and
Mm.
they transition into tech. Imagine someone who is a lawyer, practicing lawyer. Imagine they didn't even have any mathematical background, right? But yet they were able to do it. It's just about determination. Just something I always tell people. There is no technical background before transitioning into tech. And of course, our programs are beginners friendly. So you don't need to have this. Maybe you want to become a data scientist. I need to be, maybe I need to start from somewhere, start learning computer and all that, right? It's all focused on determination. And of course, if you are determined to do that, you will definitely become a data scientist or data analyst, depending on the tech career path you want to choose.
That's yeah, because for me, I'm one person who has transitioned, actually transitioned to tech because I studied economics as well. But when I came to Canada, I pivoted to business analysis. So I know for sure for free that anybody at all who wants to
And
do tech can do tech. And one thing about tech is that tech is the only course or line of study that you can do in a few months
few
and get
months.
a job, get a good job, not just any job, right? You can't do that in medicine. You can't do that in the medical field, right? So the tech is great. So another question that I'm sure people are, have in their mind is how long will the training last? What's the time frame?
Okay, so our programs are 4 months, right? Life Classics 4 months and 1 month internship program. So 5 months in total. If you want to learn and become a data analyst, cybersecurity analyst, 5 good months is good to make you to become that, right? So we have seen a lot of 2 weeks, 5 weeks, and a lot of people like people that just join our WhatsApp group, right? They are complaining that 5 months, 5 months is too much. I just want something that I can do in the space of 2 months. I've been
Mhm.
seeing it out there 2 months, 3 months. Now I want to tell you to corporate that yeah, you can have that 2 months training, but you can't be good. Imagine you having 2 months or 3 weeks training at the end of everything, you secure that role and you will not be able to function well. So what else what use is that rushing for? So it's good that we have it for that good 5 months so that at the end of everything, you are gonna be good. And when you secure that role, you'll be able to handle your tasks without the help of anybody. So 5 good months is for the training.
Wow. And that's that. Anyone should appreciate that because here in Canada, if you want to do anything in tech, right, they'll tell you 2 months. Like they are rushing you for 6 weeks.
Yes.
So if someone is ready to give you to you for 5 months, that's really great, right? So another question that I think people will be asking or have in their mind is: are your training sessions instructor led or self paced? Like Is it that I have to be on the call for every section, or can I do it at my time?
All right, thank you very much. So for now, our trainings are instructor-led programs, right? So there was a time we tried that self-paced, and we find out that it's actually not working for a lot of people, right? So if some people, like, they will be like, if I want to do self-paced, I can go to Coursera, I can go to Demi, and I'll buy these courses and I will do them. But do you know that there is nothing like instruction-led programs where your instructor will be there guiding you, telling you when there is a mistake, there will be somebody to call your attention. Oh, I didn't get this. Where am I? Where am I supposed to click? What's this and all about? So that is why for now we focused 100% on instructor-led programs. So our programs for now, 100% is instructor-led programs.
Yeah. That's nice because I actually buy the idea, because if you get stuck somewhere, you have someone you can ask questions right there, and then you don't have to start thinking or doing more research on something. You can just ask questions on, and then you get the answer to it. All right. So another question that I have for you is, do you guys have a physical office? I understand you are in Nigeria. So do you have a
Yeah.
physical office in Nigeria?
So we have a head office where we operate, right? But then there is no physical class for now. There's no physical class. And a lot of people are asking that same question. Where is your physical class? Can I want to buy the program? I want to come to your office. I want to be tutored live and thereabout. For now, all our programs are virtual programs from A to Z, right? That's actually why you can see people joining from Canada, joining from UK, UX and thereabout, right? So all our programs now are virtual training. Now for Fix, our head office is in Lagos State, Mushi precisely, 33 Bangoye Street, Mushi precisely, and that is where you can come and you can see us. But to train live, our programs are virtual. We don't have physical training program for now.
Yeah. All right. So you guys can hear, you can have this anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. You're not in Kaduna, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Owerri, wherever you are, even in Canada, United Kingdom. If you're doing it in Canada, you will pay so much. You know how much I paid to do that course? I paid $2,500 to do the course in business analysis, and it was just for 6 weeks. So if you're getting
Mm,
this at this price, it's a giveaway. I tell people that before they come, they should even have these skills, because it's cheaper there. When you get here, it becomes difficult. So if you're looking to come to Canada or any part of the world, you want to immigrate, let me tell you, the tech is where you make the good money. And if you want to get the skill, this is the time to get that skill now. So let's move on to the next question. So what happens if, for say, a student who has, subscribed for the program misses a class? What happens to such student?
okay, so all our classes are recorded version, right? So all our classes from the beginning to the end of the programs are recorded. Now, if you mixes any of our classes, you will definitely get the recording of the programs, right? But what we usually tell our students, now, if you miss a class, make sure that you go back and watch the videos, because immediately after each class, you are getting the video to your via your email. So we'll send it across every student, the recording on their emails. Now, what really matters is you as a student to be able to go back, watch the video, ensure that there is no question, or if there's any question, the facilitators are 100% available and accessible to help you. All right. So that's actually what happened. When you mix any of our classics, they are all recorded. And of course, we have a place we use called Google Classroom. If you go to the Google Classroom, you have access to all the materials. And one thing about our programs are not just you having access to the recording for the limited time, they are lifetime access. Okay, so with the way we structured it is that if you have the program, if you did any of our program today and you have access to any of our materials as a student, it's a lifetime access. For people that have finished our program 3 years ago, 2 years ago, they still have access to all the materials till today. We are not deleting it, we are not removing anything.
Great one. So, guys, you can hear that you have support even after your program is done. You still
Of
have
course.
the materials you have after service. Like, it's great, right? It's really great. And it's one thing to pay for a program. It's another thing to commit to learning the things that you're being taught in that program. It's also another thing to put those things into practice, because it's in the
Mm.
practice that you become, that thing that you want to be. Now, Another question I know that people are, they want to know, because I know that things are hard everywhere, right? People know that people don't have a lot of resources, spare resources, even though they want something, So are these programs, is that like an installment plan for payment for those programs? Or is it like I have to pay once for the program to be a part of the program?
Okay, so for today, there is an installment plan for all our programs. It's not a one-time payment. Okay. Now for currently we are running 100,000 discount on all our programs, right? So for cyber security and data engineering now it's 400,000 naira. That's 252 or $256. So for now if you want to pay twice, you can pay twice. You can first pay the first payment 200,000 naira and balance the another payment 5 weeks into your program. You can balance the remaining 200,000 naira. And for data analytics, business analysis, data science, and HR analytics, it takes 300,000 naira for now. I believe, now I don't know, but yeah, things are very hard. But to be very, very honest and sincere to ourselves, right? 5 months training for such amount of money is quite very low, right? But what they are doing here is that we are up to value, right? Giving back to the society, make sure that people are getting value for what they paid for. That's just it. And that's what we are up to. So if you're paying for data analytics now, you have the privilege to pay twice, right? Or HR analytics, business analytics, every of our programs. So you are paying 150,000 naira for today. Now, the second payment will be 5 weeks into your program, you can then balance your payments. So we try as much as possible to make it easy for people to actually afford it, like very, very affordable. So that's just about our program. You said something about you buying a course. I think 250 or thereabout 2005.
No, I
Business
paid for,
analytics.
I did a course like you're talking about here in Canada, but it was for 6 weeks. And that course is business analysis, 6 weeks training, just like what you're saying. But I paid $2,500. That's over 2.5 million
But
naira when I came
I
in. And I not gotten a job when I paid. So I was paying with naira. Guys, this is a steal. Like you're gonna have 5 months to be trained. There's someone I know who I met here in Canada. She's doing so well right now. She came in, when she was in Nigeria, she was just a stay-at-home mom. Her husband was the one working. But before she came to Canada, they had their plans. So she started doing something like this. She went for courses and like that. Her husband was just a banker. They came to Canada, and guess what? The Western world favored her because she had skills in tech. So she got a job first. Her husband didn't get a job. After a while, because he had to struggle as a banker, he couldn't get into the banking. He couldn't get a good job. Trust me. Finally, he was able to get a banking job, but it wasn't being paid much. It was just normal. But guess what? This lady was moving. She has moved 3 jobs. She has bought her house. As in, I'm not even talking about small house. So the lady that was just a stay-at-home mom. Because why? She prepared herself. She did the right thing. Got skill in tech. Tech is the biggest deal. If you don't want to do medicine, which is a lot. Okay, so I don't want to take her time. I want to ask her the next question. Okay, I have the questions written down here, so I just keep looking at my my tablet when I'm talking to her. So the next question I have for you is: how accessible are the facilitators in assisting students? Are they going to be willing to have a talk, or have talks with these people, even after they are outside the class, right? How available are your facilitators for the students?
Okay, so our facilitators are 100% available and accessible, right? So by God's grace, we did not employ them for just Saturdays and Sundays. The employment is for full days, like day to day to day to day, right? So what I'm trying to bring out here is that yes, our facilitators are 100% accessible. And myself, I remember one of our students say, see, even if you touch it by 11 a.m., 11 p.m., 12 a.m. she's there to answer you, and that's how all our facilitators are. So now after training, there's something that people need to understand. Right? I always tell people something. Yeah, it's good that you buy this program from an tech company. Wow, like feel like, oh, this is where I need. But you need people that are available for you in this 5 months journey. Let me tell you, let's be honest to ourselves, right? You see, transition is not easy if you do not have somebody that can hold you accountable, that can push you, that can mentor you through this journey. All right, you can find yourself struggling within the space of 3 weeks or 5 weeks or 8 weeks, right? You feel like, oh, I want to drop and then, but I don't think that this is my thing. But if you have somebody that when you feel like, oh, I don't think I can do it, and somebody's telling you, come on, you can do it. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's be having 1 hour every week for me to ensure that you are getting all this. And that's what we do here at Amdor Analytics. Now, our trainings are weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, right? And they are all instructor-led program. Now, we find out that Saturdays and Sundays are not even enough for our students. And we say, okay, you know what, guys, let's add Thursday to our programs. So now our programs we added Thursday. Now that Thursday, just like come and ask your questions to ensure that everybody are on the same page before moving you to the next topic. Now, one thing I always tell my students, right? Now, you're the one that buy this program. You're the one that know what you want. It's one thing to buy a program, and it's another thing for you to be ready for all the assignments and the tasks because we want you to be the best, we want you to get
Mm,
there. Yeah. So
mm.
that's just it about our program. Our facilitators are 100% accessible, and you can always reach out to them for any question. That's how
Wow,
we are.
nice one, guys. As she's saying it, I'm just like, because I have seen here nobody after they collected your money. Nobody will answer you because they are busy with the next set of people, guys. So this is an opportunity. This is your chance. I've seen questions. I have quite a number of questions here. I'm going to have her answer these questions. I can see your questions, but I want us to go through the questions I have for her, and then when we are done, then we can answer your questions. So if you have questions and you're watching, please, leave your comments. I'm going to go through them. Okay, once we're done. Now, the best question I have for you, ma'am, is do you provide reference letters for students who take your courses when they secure jobs? Because I know that when people get jobs, especially when they don't have prior experience, as in proper experience, the companies that give them this job always request for reference letters, right? So do you guys help with that? Do you provide reference letters for your students?
100%. One of the amazing thing about our programs here at Sound Analytics, and I always tell people, I don't know how to say it, but guys, well, um, it's not just about the training. Now, the training, what we do here at Sound Analytics is that the training is 50%. But setting you and getting you ready for the job market is another 50%. Now, how do we do that? We ensure that we help you with your LinkedIn optimization, right? You get your LinkedIn well optimized, you get your CV well revamped. Another way again is to ensure that you monetize your skills by helping you with Upwork optimization and navigating how to navigate the job market and thereabout interview preparation. These are all that we do here. Now, when we are doing the CV review for you as our student, what we always tell you is that, you know what, we all know how this thing works out there. Use Amdor Analytics as your work experience. So when this guy reach out to us to ask for reference later, we will provide it. As long as you are a student, you finish your program, and of course you get certified from our program. There is no how you will request for a reference later that we will not provide it. We will definitely provide it for you. That's why we always tell our students use some analytics as your work experience on LinkedIn and of course on your CV, right? So that's just it for that.
Guys, this is big. Let me even break it down very well. Like, if you're done with the course and you need to apply for jobs, now for your work experience, you're going to be saying, I have worked with Amdor Analytics, right? So your job description is going to be under that Amdor Analytics profile, and everything you have done in the training, you have it there. So when you
You
have
have it.
done the interview, you have passed, and they're asking for reference to be sure that you really done these things. They are there to provide you with a letter. They can even answer the phone call if they have to call them. Because I know sometimes employers ask to you want to make phone calls, right? So these guys are ready to give you the full support you will need from the beginning up until you get the job, even while on the job, because sometimes you still have to, you will still go through some kind of hiccups here and there because it's new to you. But you can also come back to them, ask questions, how do I navigate this? And they will help you. Okay, so like I said, I have questions here. So I'm going to start taking them. If you haven't dropped your questions, please do, because I'm going to take those questions now, and we would be over for today because I know it's late in Nigeria. So the first question I have here is how much is data science, please?
Okay, data science program is 300,000 naira.
Three hundred
300,000. Yes,
after
that's
the
$192.
after the discount.
Okay, yes, after the discount is 300,000.
All right. So another question I have here, it says, how many months installments is it do I have to pay for data science?
Okay, so it just one, I can call it a month, and right, the first payment before you start your program, and 5 weeks into your program. Most sometimes we do give 6 weeks anyway, but the standard timing that we have here is 5 weeks into your program, right? By then you've gotten your first salary, so you have to balance off your payments. So it's not one time payment; it's just two times, right?
Okay. All right. So another person asked, what is the payment for business analyst? And I think the person is asking, what is the pay for business analyst in Canada? Okay, that question, business analyst in Canada, this depends on the company, the kind of company you're working for, because it's not static, but the average for a business analyst, if it's not a junior role, just a normal business analyst, is within 80 to 100, 110, 120. That's the range. So that depends on the company and how much they have, how much resources they have. So someone is asking, where is your head office? Where is your head office, please?
Okay, our head office is in Lagos, Munshi precisely. 33
Oh,
Bangoye Munshi precisely.
all right, all right. Hadip says, I'm already in one of your cohorts. Nice one, Hashdeep. I think Hashdeep is an Indian. He says he's one of
Yeah,
your cohorts
it's
already.
nice to have you here.
Yeah,
Yeah, Hashdeep
yeah,
is an Indian guy, but he resides in Canada.
yeah. Someone says the economy is very, very hard, my sister, especially in Nigeria. And that's why we're offering you this opportunity. Everywhere in the world, the economy is hard. But it's what you do about your life that makes the difference. When I left Nigeria to come to Canada, in fact, I was doing well in Nigeria. I was one of the people that didn't want to come to Canada. I came to Canada and had to start afresh because it was a different terrain. I had no friends. So I didn't want to allow the situation to, it's what you do with your life, how you take charge. And how do you take charge? Opportunities, when they come, you steal them. And this is one opportunity that has come to you today. So to make your life better, your own economy better, it is only you that can do that for yourself. Okay. So another person says, can you briefly talk about your facilitator's profile? Maybe the person didn't join at the beginning. She has already shared her profile at the beginning of this live. Okay, you can watch the program, the live video from the beginning, so you can get her profile. She has shared her experience. She has long years of experience. She didn't just start today. She is butter than bread in this thing, right? Okay, so another person says, I want to learn data science, but I need a basic training in computer. How can you train in the basic and at the same time teach me data science?
Basic training in computer, I don't know if you know how to handle your computer, you know how to do right click and all that. I don't think you have any problem starting your data science journey. Just like I said, it's all about determination. Okay. We have someone that want to enroll for this our program starting on Saturday. And this is the woman want to enroll her child. The child is 14 years old. You understand? So it's just about determination. Oh, I want to start, I will start. You know, one thing, I will always encourage you, since you know how to right click on your laptop, you know how to at least type something on your laptop. I don't think that is actually a problem. And I don't know how to teach you the kind of basic that you are looking for, because we don't have physical class for me to say, oh yeah, come. So let me start teaching you the basic computer that you need to know. But then trust me, it is not hard. Buy laptop. I've told people that some of my students, I'm being very sincere, they have not used laptop before, but they start using laptop the day they start their training, and it's not difficult. Just
Mhm.
like I always tell people, we all started somewhere. Okay, just take that decision today. Take that, that thing that you've planned. Take that decision today, and you will see yourself getting there.
Actually, that's success starts from the mind. Whatever you think you cannot achieve, you cannot achieve. No matter what anyone tries to do, you can't achieve. The minute you begin to believe that you can achieve, and you have that mindset, success, I will do it. If this one is doing it, I can do it. The universe brings everything to you. If you have the mindset, everything about life, succeeding in life starts from here. I tell people that I cannot go hungry because of the kind of mindset God gave to me. In fact, I don't think it's God, but I found it. We all have it, just that we are not fine looking for it. I can't go hungry.
Exactly.
If you have that mindset, nothing, everything works for you, honestly. So that's the
Mhm.
mindset I want us to have in 2025. Okay, that you can do whatever it is. I'm a Christian, and for those of you who are not Christians, I'm sorry, but my faith tells me that whatever you think, whatever you believe in, you can achieve it. There's nothing you cannot achieve. Someone says, I'm interested. So how do they, someone is telling me, saying right now that they're interested in the training. So how do they reach out to you? I've dropped the link. I'm going to drop the link again in the comments, but you can just give us, is there a way that they can reach out to you right now? I can still drop the link later, but I want you to be able
Yes.
to, yeah, give us a way they can reach out to you right now on this call, because someone is saying he's
Okay, if
interested.
they can, okay, if they can send a message to me on my WhatsApp, my direct WhatsApp, not the company's WhatsApp, so I will answer them immediately.
Okay, can you provide that WhatsApp so I can type it here and drop it?
All right. 070
So that's just in case that I don't think it's in Nigeria. Let's have it.
okay,
So that's plus
plus 23 plus
4.
234
Mm-hmm.
70
Yeah.
31 35 97 82.
All right, guys. So I am going to drop the phone number here. This is her WhatsApp line. You can, reach her on her WhatsApp, and then she'll have you enrolled into the course so that you can get started immediately. Guys, remember that no opportunity waits for anyone. If you want something, you need to grab it. If you don't grab it, it stays there. It's just like when a father buys a car for a son and says, "This is your car," and hands over the key of the car keys to the son. If that son does not take that car key and enter into the car and start the ignition, the car doesn't move. As long as that child doesn't enter there and then start the ignition, the car stays stagnant. And that's how it is with opportunities. There are opportunities everywhere. It's just that we are not taking advantage of those opportunities. I pray that you find this as an opportunity. Most of us are praying. In fact, the whole world is fasting right now. I'm praying to God to help them, right? But when opportunities come, we close our ears, not knowing that these are opportunities God is sending our way. I hope that you find this as an opportunity if you're looking to like pivot tech, and then you get started, because you never know. You just never know what the next step God has for you. Okay.
Mm.
Thank you so much, Chinyo Chukuka, for finding time to come on my live. I really
Yeah, I just
appreciate
have
it.
one thing to share.
Okay.
Yeah, for people that are watching us, right? So that our next cohort starts on Saturday. That's 21st, 25th, right? 25th
Okay.
of this month, our next cohort. So if you're interested to join us, you want to begin your program now for this January cohort is starting on Saturday, 21st, 25th rather. So our February cohort starts again February 22nd for those that will be interested to join the February cohort. And that's all I can say. Thank you very much for having me,
You're
Lady
welcome.
Anuja. I'm so glad
You're welcome.
that you have us here. Thank you very
You're
much. I
welcome.
really
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
joining. Thank you so much. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Please go right now and get started with Amdor Analytics, because you never know. You just never know. All right, guys. Take care of yourselves and be good. Bye, guys.
Yeah, bye. Thank you very much.